No rain, no lawns, no work. The drought this year has been brutal. And let's be honest, if you are in the lawn care business in the UK, 2025 has been tough. All right, thanks for checking in with me, Nathan, here at Lewis Garden Services. Now, I've just finished talking to someone and they're thinking of packing in. This year has been too tough. It's just been real hard for them because they're primarily a lawn cutting and lawn treatment business that's been going 4 or 5 years, and they just haven't got the money. They just really are struggling to keep going. This was my advice to him and my advice to you if you're thinking about quitting. But obviously, if you do need to get out of the game because you are financially strapped, the most important thing is getting the money coming in and looking after yourself financially. But if you can hold on, hold on. So I'm not going to lie to you, I've also been affected this year by the lack of water coming down from the sky. Sunny South Wales, I normally joke about it, but this year has definitely been sunny South Wales. We've had very little rain in the past 2 months and the lawns have just all scorched, they've all gone. Now, I've kept fairly busy with hedge cutting, but even that, the summer trims are slowly drying up and the weather is about to change, so hopefully the lawns will kind of pop back a bit. I'm not sure whether they'll do much now before kind of the autumn comes to a head and winter kicks in. But I've been lucky enough to keep busy because I've been going long enough and I've diversified into a lot of things. But I can imagine if you're just out there cutting lawns and lawn treatments, it's been real difficult. The last few months, my schedule has gone from fortnightly. All my fortnightly lawn cuts have gone to 4 weeks, 6 weeks. So I've done very little in the way of grass cutting. It's been nice in one way, but the regular money hasn't been there. My kind of turnover is pretty much on par with last year. Like I say, I've been busy with hedge cutting and other stuff. The fellow I was talking to really has struggled. He's had pretty much no income, and being a few years into his journey into the garden business has really struggled, and he wants to get out of the game. My advice is to try and hold on, because there are a couple of reasons why a drought one year can really help you out the following year. Now, you've probably got your skill set and you've probably already got a lot of your equipment already bought because you've been doing it a while, okay? So you've got skill, you've got kit, and you've also got a dormant maybe client base because they're not having their lawns cut now because there's nothing to cut, which is fair enough. People aren't going to pay for a service they don't need, but they'll come back to you next year. And what you'll find is that if you're thinking about quitting and you're fairly established, there are a lot of people who do the, let's say, Facebook lawn business. Not against people who advertise on Facebook. Obviously, it's a great medium to advertise on. But you'll see someone on a community post saying, can someone cut my lawn today? Tons of people will jump on it and they'll see a picture and they say, yeah, £10. People who are just maybe got another job and they're doing it in the evenings, or people who are claiming benefits and then going cutting grass on the side. Whatever the scenario is, it all goes on, okay? What will happen is those people will also have been affected by the lack of lawns to cut, the easy £10-15 an hour that they're earning on top of what else they're doing. They'll also think this is a mug's game, they'll jack it in. So when next year comes around, they're not going to want to do it because they've probably sold their B&Q mower and they've moved on to doing something else. So there's going to be a lot more clients available, because when they post on community posts about having their lawns cut, or they've been let down and that gardener or the person doing their lawns isn't about any longer, they'll look for someone who's probably more reputable and advertising in various streams, and you're likely to pick those up. And I know this for a fact because I've been through other years where the lawns have totally disappeared, and the next year, the next couple of years actually, you do get an influx of lawn customers, mow, blow and goes, whatever you want to call them, people who just have lawns and just want lawns cut, okay? There's no gardening involved because they've just got lawns. A lot of gardens are like that, right? So there is that. You'll get a lot of customers that will come in. But also, on this quiet time, yes, if you need to go and get a second job, if you need to sub yourself out, okay, if you need to do some labour, and if you need to get money and you've got to look after yourself, your family and everything around you, have to get money, and that's the reality of it, okay? But on the downtime, look at what you're doing and look at where you can diversify, okay? So you might have had inquiries for hedging, which you don't do, okay? Learn to do hedging, okay? Get an entry-level hedge trimmer if you want to. I always am advocate on buying good kit straight away because it pays for itself. If you've got an existing client base and they've got lawns, or they're having lawn treatments and nothing else is going on, get in touch with them and say you can offer hedge cutting. Okay, all these added extras you can do to get out of just doing lawns, because this season has proved if you're just doing lawns, you can suffer. Okay, so look at what other services that you can offer to your existing customers. You can build your skill level on. Okay, so you've got a bit of time, you can do perhaps work a little bit cheaper to work out how to cut hedges, take your time, get your eye in. Okay, so there's all these other things you can do. Yes, there's landscaping, but I always find landscaping does then need a set of tools and a set of skills that can take slightly longer to learn. And there's also that thing where if you do a fencing job, a patio job, there's a little bit more that can go wrong, that can cost you more money down the line. So you don't necessarily want to be costing more money for yourself if you're already struggling. My advice to this guy was exactly that, okay? If you need to pack in, if you need to sell all your kit for the short term to get money, go and get a job, fine. Because let's face it, working for yourself, being your own boss, running a company is not for everyone, okay? Because there are ups and downs, okay? So there was that option. I said to him, if you need to, go and do it. But if you can manage, if you can hold on, if you can just stay the course, okay, for a little bit longer, even if it's over winter till next season, you'll benefit. You'll benefit from more customers being around, because everybody who's doing a little bit of grass cut on the side does tend to disappear. And if you can build your skill set, build your skill set to offer more things. Now I've done, like I say, I've done quite a lot of hedges, so I've kept busy. I think the next month now, my turnover will be down. There's a few things going on. The weather, actually, we've got a bit of rain today, the first day for like I say, a good couple of months really. And we're due a bit more. I don't think the grass will do much now. I think we're going to go straight in from summer drought to autumn with it just pack it in. So I think even my turnover will suffer for the next couple of weeks. I've got a few jobs lined up that are non-grass. I can get that in. But yeah, we're all affected by it. Other areas have been great. I've got messages from other people, and they're really kind of doing well on the grass because they've had rain. So yeah, if you can, stay the course. Obviously, like I said, if you need to go and get work, get work. But more customers will be around next year. Get some more skill sets. You'll have another year of building customer kind of relations and a good customer base that come to you, okay? Just try and stick it. It will benefit you down the line, okay? It's just a temporary kind of glitch in the season, okay? It's a temporary bit of glitch in the business that you're running, that I'm running. It's been an eye-opener for me as well, because I've kind of enjoyed the downtime because I do a bit too much. So it's been nice to have that downtime. But yeah, just take it for what it is. Take it as a learning curve. And then if you can hold on, get out there next year and just carry on, because every year is different, okay? Last year was real wet. This year is real dry. And the more you do, the more you see, the easier it'll get. But yeah, keep those customers happy. Diversify. You'll have more customers next year. And that's it. So yeah, I hope everyone is actually doing all right, because it has been a struggle this year. I've missed cutting grass. Normally I'm sick of cutting grass, but yeah, I've actually missed it. So yeah, we have had no rain, very little lawns, very little work for a lot of people, but hold on, okay? It'll work out. Anyway, thanks for checking in, and I will catch you later. Bye.